Steels, this morning when I spoke to you, I asked you whether the time trial was a bad day, and you said, yeah, it was a day where Remco was down, but today we hope it's going to be a day where he's up, and that led to us seeing Remco abandoning the stage. And what was the reason for that? I mean, what did he tell you?
Yeah, it was the third in a row that he didn't feel great. Like I said this morning, you hope for the best and you hope it turns at the moment, but it didn't turn, and he was just he didn't have the legs to suffer also. And then I think it's wiser also not to continue and just recover well. He's also, he still have some goals this year, but maybe if he continued in the condition he had, then maybe the rest of the season is lost. So
you think if he continued in this tour and tried to ride through and get to the rest day, as we spoke about this morning, that actually you could put your other goals at a detriment?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. And he was very disappointed that he had to leave the tour, and he even passed the car of the team, but he didn't go. And then with him, I mean, he was world champion on the road, was world champion time trial. I think that's his next goal that he has to aim up, and you just have to call it in time. Because you feel something is wrong. I mean, he is not himself. Already the third day in a row that he doesn't feel great. And then you have to be really careful not to go over the limit and lose months instead of days.
Has he picked up some kind of sickness then, or potentially a virus? I mean, I'm sure you're consulting very closely with the doctor.
Now we have to see what happened, and maybe get sick in a few days, or something else will happen. But we will see. But let's hope he can recover quickly and just retake training in a week or two.
Just a quick word on Valentin Parapancha. He was in that breakaway looking incredibly strong, and I guess he had a free roll then once Remco had abandoned the stage.
Yeah, he got a free roll. He already talked about the Tourmalet. Finally a long climb, he said. And he was in and he was strong today. He was really good. Still a young kid. I mean, first Tour de France. If he gets a little bit stronger, he can maybe one day win a stage in the Tour. But nice he was in. I think he's happy. Yeah.
Gives you confidence for more mountain stages, because as we spoke the other day, he said, look, there's no strategy to climbs, it's just we have to go to the top, that's all, fast as possible.
Yeah, he keeps it very simple, and also when he's in, he just tried to do his best, and now probably the speed is not above his weight, so he can hang on now.
Thanks a lot, Tom.
Thank you.
Thank you. So Tom says, speaking about Remco Evenepoel, who abandoned the Tour de France today on stage 14 after sitting in third on the general classification, though he was at 7:24 and he had just 6 seconds over Florian Lipovitz behind him. What did you make of all of that then, Robbie? He didn't learn very much, I guess. He just didn't have the legs and subsequently didn't have the head.
Yeah, really, I mean, they're wanting to explain it, but they've got just as many questions as we do, to be honest. We just don't know yet, so we have to stand by and wait to hear what the official word is, and even then we might not know, even after we get an official word on what they think is wrong or what they're prepared to tell us. But it's always sad to see someone who has, and it doesn't matter who it is out of the peloton, put so much time and effort into preparing the race, and then it all just goes belly up.
Is there a world in which Remco Evenepoel, one of the highest paid riders in the world, who is leading that team, who has led a complete reconfiguration of that team in the last couple of years, riding at the Tour de France, the team's big goal, that he should be riding through any difficulty, if it's not physical, if it's not an illness, to see how the rest goes, honouring that race, honouring the rest of his teammates. Obviously, I'm playing devil's advocate once again here, Adam, but it is something that will be said in some corners of fandom and media, I'm quite sure.
Yeah, the Tour de France is one huge part of the season which most of the team sponsorship and everything's based around, and he is the centre of that.
Yeah.
But as a human being, if you can't do it, you can't do it. And that's your legs, that's mentally, whatever it might be. If you can't do it, you're smashing your head against the wall. There's the World Championships, there's still the Vuelta to go. So I think, as we heard from Tom Steels, you can say you can just keep trying, but you might just dig yourself into a bigger hole, a bigger hole, a bigger hole. Then those other goals at the end of the season, he might not even be able to reach them. So what's already a disaster, you don't want to make into a tragedy for the rest of the season. So I think they've done the right thing, but I understand what you're saying. If this was the one race he had to perform in, you are going to be disappointed. You are going to want him to carry on. You'll try and force him to carry on. But, as we said about Tadej, everyone's human. There's a human side to it.
Maybe doing the last 2 days was the trying to carry on already, and then it was really done.
You know, or on the other hand, he had Tim Merlier, Bert van Lijbergen behind in the gruppetto.
Yeah.
So, you know, if they could convince him, just join the gruppetto right there. Just let's go over this stage and let's wait after the race in the finish, and then or you continue or you don't, but don't finish here. Just continue. It will be hard. It will be mentally hard, but you get over it.
Is that what you think he should have done, or are you just off? You do?
Yeah, I think so. That as you say, it's the biggest race, and he's still a young rider. Of course, he achieved incredible things, but on the other hand, like. The team is built around him. Of course, I was already with him in the team, but the team, the DNA of the team is changed because of Remco. So I think that everybody is standing there if he's winning and clapping the hands. But on the other hand, he has to be able also to handle the bad times, and just take still the best out of it. He still could, if he is not sick, maybe he could win 2 stages.
Yeah, there's no perfect answer to this, is there? But one thing is for certain, Remco Evenepoel has abandoned this Tour de France and will play no further part in it. This